top 25 clash in the early season as both of these programs try to make an early statement and build that resume. Welcome to College Station, Texas. Kyle Field over the 12th man and the Texas A&M Aggies. As we'll see a participant from last year's playoff, the Yukon Huskies, taking on one of the participants from last year's playoff, the Texas A&M Aggies. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. Kickoff, and we'll get this game going. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And he's able to pick his way through the traffic nicely for a good return on that one before he's brought down. The Aggies offense is on the field for the first time today. This wide receiver matchup is one that we've been waiting to see. You have two guys on either side, Jesse, who are really going to make the secondaries nervous.
Oh, they should, because these guys can take the top off of defense. You've got two very dynamic individuals playing on each offense, and if I'm playing quarterback in this game for either team, I am going to take my shots and give my guy an opportunity, because both of these guys, they've been proven they can make circus-level catches.
I mean, when they're not open, they're open. I mean, they can make the dynamic catches, the contested catches. They have the speed. They are two of the best playmakers in all of the country. So whenever an offense has the football today, you're going to like the show.
Texas A&M going up tempo. Love seeing these early season top 25 matchups. You can get a really good feel of how good these teams are, guys.
And the intensity is going to be big too, David, because the players, you know, on these teams, they've been thinking about this game for a long time. They knew they'd have a national stage, and they got a chance to prove just how good they are.
Oh, man, make that statement. Make that early statement. We always look at the end of the season, and what does the committee say? Oh, they beat top 25 so-and-so. Here's your chance to put that on your resume that'll pay off big time and late in the season.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Quickly to the tight end. Makes the tackle right at the 28-yard line. Pick up a 5, and they'll move the sticks.
Hey, that's a great job executing the drag route. You just bring the big fella across the formation, wait for him to come open, quarterback.
Turning it on. Gets it past the first down marker and still running. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Aggie!
You're the better team. You're playing at home. That's the way you start a football game. Putting a drive together, getting 6 on the board, taking the lead. Nice start by this offense.
And he did make that extra point, no issue with the treacherous footing. Take the return, try to get better field position. Excellent job by the kick coverage team. A pretty minimal gain on that return. So Connecticut's offense taking the field. First chance we have to see them today. Hopefully we'll see a performance today like the one that this guy had last week, where basically he just ran wild through the defense.
He made that defense look silly. Out in the open field, he's making people miss, breaking tackles, scoring touchdown after touchdown. This offense has vowed to find new ways to get him the football, so we're going to see something else that we haven't seen before.
Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. And a sensational return, and they finally stop him inside the 15. This offense has it with really good field position. Looking downfield on first down. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Puts him in the spin cycle.
That's a decision the quarterback would love to have back. Down here in this area of the field in the red zone, these windows, they close so quickly. Everything just has to be done a little bit faster. You've got to be so much more precise, and as a result of being late on the throw, they turn it over in the red zone.
Makes the grab. This is the kind of run that falls in the category of sanctioned violence as he's up to the 31. The Huskies can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. They get him on the ground at the 36 after a pickup of 5.
On second down defensively, I'm always like, hey, let's get to third down. Really good job by the offense. It's like, nah, we're going to stick this run right down your throat, get the first down on second down. We don't need it.
Breaks into the open. They finally get to him. What a play there to pick up the first down.
Busting big runs like this is a total team effort. Obviously, the back has to find the hole, but you got to have everybody around them doing their job to make it a good play call.
And everybody around them doesn't just mean the offensive line. The receivers getting their blocks downfield is a big deal, too.
It's a huge deal. We always talk about them catching passes, but blocking is so important for their responsibilities.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Looking for space. It's Bermudez. Oh, what a move. He is run out of bounds right at the 10-yard line.
Man, is it nice to be able to hand the football to a guy that can break tackles, that can make something out of nothing. Just, it makes it so much easier on offense. You can hit that big play, the big home run. Just the ability to break tackles can make a back really special.
Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone.
All right, guys, that's not a home run type play, but he did enough there to keep the chains moving.
A first down run on the doorstep. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground. That is a baller.
On the move. Got to protect the merchandise. Gets down without taking a hit. Third and goal, and let's see if they can even operate in this noise. From the gun, wants to pass. And it'll be intercepted in the end zone. Past the 50. Inside the 30. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Aggie. And what a turn of events as this defense gets the pick six.
And the defense sets the tone early in this football game. We're still in the first quarter, and this is looking like they're putting a complete game together. Offense scoring, defense scoring. Palmer, they're up 2 touchdowns already.
Yeah, you got to give this coaching staff credit. They have their guys ready to go, and this is what you call firing on all cylinders. Early in the game.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point makes it 14-0. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Let's see if he can make a play on the return. Not a whole lot of room to operate on that return as the coverage unit was there and ready. The UConn offense goes back to work. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this possession. Pressure coming. Short gain on the play before he slides.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
All down, but he has enough to move the chains. They'll put it in play from the 27, first down. A run for the quarterback. There he goes. And a big hit at the end, but it didn't stop him from getting the first down. UConn comes to the line after getting another first down. Rides to back and leaves it. Some hard running there, but just too many defenders as he stopped for a loss. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Back to pass. Flips it out on the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down.
Those screen plays, you really want to sell it, get it to your running back, and get him to the second level. Get him running full head of steam on a safety, on a linebacker. He almost got going, but just got tackled before he could really do any damage.
Pulls it in. It's Bermudez. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. They'll decline the penalty here and let the result of that play stand. UConn will have to punt it away. They'll boot it away for the first time tonight. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. The offense couldn't get the snap off in time, and it'll cost them. He's looking to throw. Trying to set up the screen. Oh, he's got some space. He gets it past the first down marker, and a really nice job to set up that screen and move the sticks.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first down, they want to go fast, they want to crank up the tempo.
Well, it's a nice job by the quarterback getting the ball out of his hands quickly on that RPO. He saw something he liked, just not on the same page with his receiver.
This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And he picks up enough for the first down. We'll see if they get another snap here in the first quarter. Texas A&M has the lead at the end of the quarter. They wanted to strike first and strike hard, and they've been able to do that here in the first quarter as we take a look at the stats. This could be a pivotal moment in this game as we open the second period and they try to find a way to answer. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Motion from the wide receiver. The give to the back. They make the stop inside the 25, working closer to that red zone, a gain of 6. Line of scrimmage will be the 24. And the Aggies in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Back to the ground with the running back. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Aggies. No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead. And with the extra point, they're up 21-0.
We know football gets harder when you start to get the red zone and the field tricks. Who needs that? Break the long touchdown run. Nice job by the back. Seeing the hole, exploding through, getting a long touchdown.
Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. UConn. to work on offense. They're down by 21 points, but you get a touchdown here, and you do at least apply a little game pressure, Jesse.
It's true. I think for them to get back in this one at this point now, they need the quarterback to play his best football. He's going to have to be good really pre-snap, David, making sure they're in the right looks, and he's got to be really good with his decision-making.
He's got to be dialed in because defensively you're giving up points. So it's not like you have the luxury of your defense playing great. The offense is going to have to score and score pretty dang quickly.
He's going to run it. And he has a solid gain on the play before sliding.
Hey, listen, it's important at that position to be able to be good off schedule. Everything's easy when it's on time. You can get the ball out. But when things break down, they get off schedule, you've got to have a guy back there that can make the right decision.
He hurls one deep down the left side. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at third down.
And this game is going perfect for the defense right now. They haven't been on the field that much. The offense hasn't had that many possessions. Here we are at the end of the first half. They're still pitching a shutout, and they're ready for this quarterback to take shots. They're sensing the frustration, and that time in perfect.
And he throws another interception, his third one of the night. Looking for more room. And he's out of bounds at the 1-yard line, a mere 3 feet from a pick six.
Great job getting the interception, maybe an even better job on the return. You got the convoy, you're finding your blockers, you're out in the open field. You're saying, hey, coach, watch me with the ball in the open space. Maybe I can get on offense and get a few throws. That was a phenomenal individual effort.
The snap sets up to throw. Floating away. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Texas A&M.
And this crowd was already jacked up. They were already excited. They were already making a difference in this football game, and the offense continues to pile on and give them something to cheer about. 27-0 here in the first half. This has been all home team.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The UConn offense goes back to work. That last drive ended with an interception, and this time it's paramount they take care of the ball. Off the play fake on first down to throw. He put it out there for him, and the senior gave him a chance, but they couldn't make the connection.
I know one thing, the play didn't result in a good outcome, but I'm very impressed with the offensive line. Unbelievable job. Gave the quarterback plenty of time. Now let's see if they can adjust with the receivers running routes and maybe get somebody open.
I just think such a big part of this offense is being physical and establishing the run game. They haven't had a lot of success offensively early in this one, and that's why right there, they're not able to get this guy going yet. That's got to change as this game goes on.
He's knocked down just short of the 30 at the 29-yard line. It brings up fourth down. UConn will have to punt it away. Tries to find a little more running room on that return, but he'll be stopped at the 36. The Texas A&M offense is back on the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Keeps it going. Trying to make magic on the scramble. They make the stop, but he knew exactly how much he needed and where he needed to get for that first down. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. Oh, they're after him. It's complete to the right. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. The Aggies want to crank the tempo. The give to the back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Great job at contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened there.
They need the 40 to convert here on third down. The play action fake. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. They've got it inside the 40 at the 39 as they pick up the first down.
Really nice awareness that time by the quarterback. He knew exactly where he needed to get to pick up the first down. He's scrambling on that play, and there are a lot of guys out there that would slide, that would try to...
Turning it on! And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Aggie! Saw a crease, nothing but green grass and opportunity, and he flashed through it for 6.
And when you can get 30-plus yards out of your running back and he can make big plays like this, man, it's hard to call a lot of passes. I'm just going to feed this guy the rock.
They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. Bringing it out. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. UConn going back to work on offense. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3-and-out the last time they had the ball. RPO complete to open the drive. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Grabbed behind the line. It's Bermudez. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. We make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Defense in press coverage. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. UConn will have to punt it away. Fair catch is called for in the midst of all this rain. Just concentrate on one thing, making the catch. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. And the defense forced that incompletion with the deflection. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Wide receiver going in motion. Looks as if he's going to run it. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Got quite a ways to go to keep this drive going. It's 3rd down from the 45. Sends it back in motion. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Put it where only his man could get it and gave him enough room to get the foot down. A&M comes back out with another 1st down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. A most efficient pickup of 6 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 4. They'll try to snap it quickly. The lone back's got it. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts. The option look. Now the pitch. He gets just inside the red zone and goes out of bounds at the 19.
Well, I love the variety in the run game you're seeing from this offense. It's not just going to be conventional handoffs. Won't just be the quarterback, but he's making good decisions. Pitching at that time, that's the right read. And it's not a huge explosive home run type play, but it is enough to help them pick up the 1st down.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. 2nd down, he'll throw it. They're working that left side. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the 1st down, and he slides in safely. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds. Running out of time here in the 1st half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Here's the pressure. Trying to find the end zone. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. They've pushed it ahead to the 4. They'll try to cash in on 2nd and goal. Wants to go up top. Into the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. Fires to the end zone. Touchdown, Aggie. Fit it in the window for the score.
Man, that was beautiful clock management. Great job by this offense, sustaining the drive, not getting too much in a panic, and finishing the drive with a touchdown with not a lot of time on the clock.
Get that touchdown right before the half, build the momentum, and the last thing you need to do is mess it up by allowing a big kickoff return. On the run from inside his own 5. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Man, if nothing else, a notable first half so far in College Station. And how can we begin our analysis of that first half without singing the praises of one of the elite backs in football? Racking up huge numbers on the ground, even throwing the occasional block. This kid is the total package. And if this defense doesn't adjust his strategy, he could be headed towards a career day. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at Kyle Field.
Thanks for that breakdown, Kevin. Texas A&M has it teed up to start this second half. Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. The UConn offense goes back to work. What could go wrong did in the first half, and they start this 3rd quarter at the bottom of the mountain.
Man, that was bad. That was a frying pan to the head. That was a TKO. It was awful in the first half. Flush it. I got to start doing something right. I got to find some positives. I get the ball first to start this possession, try to put a scoring drive together.
The only thing you can do at this point offensively is just make sure your best players are touching the football as often as possible. You recruited these guys. You got guys out of the portal. You put your them to make plays. This is a time to go out and do it.
And I love the quarterback's accuracy here. Hit him in stride, man. Hit him where he can catch the football and continue to run and do more damage after the catch like he did right there.
You know, the problem with calling option is that you can't limit the hits on your quarterback, and he got absolutely leveled by the defender on that one. Now you got to wonder how many more times this coordinator wants to call that play.
He'll do it himself. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
UConn will have to punt it away. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. He'll field the punt and try to get some yardage. And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. So the Texas A&M offense returns to the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. He's got him. Turns it on in midfield. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down.
There are a lot of offenses out there that would probably be a little bit more conservative when you've got a lead like this in the third quarter, but when you've got the playmakers these guys have at the skill positions throwing the football, you should keep airing it out, and that's exactly what they're doing now.
The big tight end tries to make a catch, and you can tell he extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it, and the big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
On second down, he'll try to make the connection. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, doesn't need to take the check down. The Aggies send out the punt team to kick it away. They'll boot it into the night sky for the first time. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. UConn going back to work on offense. After 3 consecutive punts, we'll see if they can dial up something that can get this offense moving forward. He stopped after getting a yard out to the 30. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Dropping back, it's short. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming.
Well, that looked like it was going to be a completion, but how about the defender making the hit, forcing the incompletion?
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And he dropped it. Incomplete pass, and what would have been a huge gain. No defender anywhere around, and he just flat dropped it. Yet another punt on the way. Got to make sure that hamstring stays loose. He's been busy. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again. They missed an opportunity to extend this lead the last time they had it, Jesse.
Yeah, they got to be able to regain that momentum, right? Go back to what was working earlier on in this one. And, David, to me, that starts with being the more physical team.
No, I definitely agree. Being the more physical team, but understanding the situation of the game. You're still winning. You got the football back. Now put a nice drive together and execute.
Well, quarterback's lucky on that play because when you miss slant throws behind, if the defense is in zone coverage, there might be a defender standing right there willing to take that ball and return it for a touchdown.
They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. This offense is completely confident in their ability to get 1 yard. They'll go for it on fourth down. Wants to adjust the pattern. On fourth down, they'll try to throw it. And they get to him and sack the quarterback, and they'll stop the drive on downs. Great place to start for this offense. They'll start this drive going to the air. Fires on the move. And it's incomplete, but the penalty flag has fallen in the holding zone. Let's see what the call is.
Holding.
We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. Quarterback by himself in the backfield. Looking to pass. It's short. And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45.
And how do you counteract all the speed you have in college football? You chase the quarterback and the skill position guys with faster guys. You bring in more DBs. You bring them down the box. You get them near the line of scrimmage so they can make big plays with their fast speed in the backfield.
Well, we've seen this all night long. The defense closing in on these throws. The windows are constricting so quickly. It's been a tough night at the office for this quarterback, and he gets another one knocked to the ground.
Trying to make magic with his feet. A really nice run and gain, and he gets down to avoid taking punishment. And here comes the field goal unit. He boomed it through. A 50-yard field goal showing off that powerful leg. After putting up a 3-spot, the kickoff unit set to go.
And not to be the old guys in the booth, but we are the old guys in the booth. Man, 50-yard field goals used to be really, really hard. Kickers nowadays, man, they are making it look so much easier, and he does right there.
A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Hold it, finds his man on the left. At the 40, there he goes. It's a running room. He's at the touchdown, Aggies. And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching him. How about this? A two-point conversion coming.
And this offense is clicking. Another touchdown. Didn't have to go far for this drive, but this offense is doing what they want, how they want, when they want.
He's going to be stopped short of the goal line. The two-point attempt is no good as they are unable to extend the lead. Out of the end zone. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. The UConn offense goes back to work. You want to talk about having a weapon to bail out a drive? David, that's why kickers are so important after that long field goal.
And listen, important is a relative term. We need to make longer passes and get better gains so we don't have to kick long field goals, Palmer, again on offense.
And they've got the weapons to do that, David. They just got to be able to dial those plays up. Guys have to be able to make them one-on-one to make life easier on this kicker who is so important to this team.
He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Man, the momentum is squarely on their side right now. It's starting to feel like they're running away with this one. They scored a touchdown their last time out. Now on this drive here in the third quarter, the defense makes a massive play against the run, creating a negative play. They've got the opponent going backwards.
Picks up just a few before he's brought down, not really willing to take a risk there on 3rd and long. UConn will have to punt it away. We've seen a lot of the punt team 6 times tonight. Hauls it in, looking for space. He's going to get loose. Man, oh man, did that coverage team have its hands full. Well, not full because they didn't get a hand on him for quite a while. Great return. Back to the ground game on the left. Trucks through the defender. He's forced out of bounds inside the 5 at the 4, and they save the touchdown, at least for now. With the run on 1st and goal. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Texas A&M.
And the offense continues to run the football. The second rushing touchdown from the running back. The offensive line paving holes, continue to feed this man the ball.
And the extra point was good. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And he's coming out of the end zone. They get him down, and that'll be the final play of the 3rd period. We've reached the break, and Texas A&M leads it. This has been a complete obliteration so far, as the 3rd quarter stats will show you. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the 4th. Go back to work with the 1st down in the final period of this one. Wide receiver comes in motion. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Makes the grab. It's Godfrey. They stop him just a link or 2 short of the 1st, and man, what they can do on 2nd down here. And the Huskies come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. And he picks up the 1st down, but he will remember the price he paid after that hit.
This is an offense that prides themselves on being physical, so you need 1 yard. Just hand it off to your back and let him go to work.
Looking for a man. It's short. Under fire. Chucked it away just as he was hit.
I would not want to be the offensive coordinator right now. This offense has a hard time completing the forward pass and making plays. And now you're down, and they know to rush the passer. They know the pass is coming. I'm not sure what the answer is because this offense is just struggling in the passing game.
Back to pass on second down. Fires to the big fella. This tight end just creates matchup problems no matter how you try to defend.
How about the catch radius on him, too? So as a quarterback, you don't have to be perfect when throwing it to him. You just got to get it somewhere in his vicinity, and he can come up with the catch.
And we've seen a lot of that from this offense, unfortunately. Just quarterback and wide receivers just not in sync. And sometimes it happens, and they get out of sync, and they don't make big plays, but man, you're in a huge deficit. You need big plays down the field, so somebody's got to make a play for their quarterback.
Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. The Texas A&M offense goes back to work. Running behind that left side. Stuffed almost in his tracks, but strong enough to pick up 1 to the 35. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Here comes the heat. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Rushes on him, and he feels the heat coming, and it burns him up. Another sack.
And finally, you're seeing some life from the defense. They've been struggling all game long up to this point, but back-to-back sacks on 2 consecutive plays, they're at least still trying to fight back in this game.
We'll see the offense make its way onto the field here, hoping for a successful drive. Give to the back. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40. The Huskies with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Now the play fake. Grabbed over the middle. It's Godfrey. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw, it's short. Pocket breaking down. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43.
And this defense came to play. They know about the high-profile QB. They rose to the challenge and dominated the competition today. They took care of business, and they made no doubt about who's the better football team.
From the shotgun, they'll run it. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
They just haven't been able to get much going in this game. The defense has definitely had their number, and here they are late. You're asking yourself, why are they still running the football, trailing this much late in the game? But that's basically a microcosm of how this game has gone.
And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up. UConn will have to punt it away. Here's the return. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. They'll keep it on the ground, trying to milk the clock.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw. There. You just got to execute, you got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. And the Aggies line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Motion from the wideout. Quick pass on the jet motion. Breaks into the open. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42. The Aggies come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. Grab behind the line. It's Reese. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. Offense working from the pistol. Handoff to the single back. Breaks the tackle. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down. And the Aggies come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. On 3rd and short, the run and looking for the first down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. They're just about to put this W in the books, guys. Comes against a ranked opponent, a team that most of us expected them to beat, and they were able to come through.
Yeah, but you're going to get challenged early in the season. It's fun to play other ranked teams and kind of see what you have. And this team kind of proven, like, listen, they're worth the ranking. They're probably going to continue to climb up the charts, handling their business early in the season against a pretty dang good team.
And I think at the end of the year, when the committee's meeting together and they're deciding which teams are going to reach the playoff, this is a game they're going to point back to. Hey, we wanted to find out more about them against a good opponent. They won the game. They took care of business. This was impressive today.
Buys a little extra time. Working that left side now. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. Trying to do it on the ground. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 11. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. The Aggies kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. Little touch pass to the receiver. And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. They'll try the run. Timeout called by the offense. We have 18 seconds left.
And you got to get locked in the red zone. A lot of defensive coordinators, they'll tell you, we'll give up yards, but we got to understand what we're trying to get accomplished. Great job down here near the goal line. This defense bowing their neck up and getting a big stop.
He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. Quarterback may change this route. They're wanting to pile up some extra points. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. And down he goes, and that's going to do it. Didn't have much of a chance there, and the defense puts an exclamation point on this one. I know both of these teams were ranked, guys, but it really seemed as if they weren't on the same level in this game.
I think that was a pretty good statement game for these guys. I mean, you're ranked higher, you're more talented. A lot of people point to this game, possible upset, 2 really good teams. Jesse, they made it clear. There's only one really good team. It was them. They were the favorite, and they just made a point of it.
You're right. Not all ranked teams are created equal. One of these teams is a college football playoff contender. The other simply is not. And that demonstrated itself today. The higher-ranked team is a team with national championship aspirations. They've got so much talent. They look good today.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.